Welcome to HBRchannel.now. We're going to discuss about the architecture of life. This video will define and explore the scope of anatomy, the mapping of the structure, organization, and relationships of the human form. Firstly, I tell about the word anatomy comes from the Greek anatomy, meaning to cut up, while historically defined by invasive dissection. In modern anatomy, uses both invasive and non-invasive methods to study the appearance, position, composition, and interaction of body parts. Anatomy, or structure, is the what and where, the physical framework of the body. Likewise, the physiology, or function, is the how and why, the biological processes. The principle of complementarity states that structure determines what functions can take place. Now we see about the anatomical spectrum ranges from gross anatomy, which includes structures visible to the naked eye, later the microscopic anatomy, which requires optical instruments to study cells and tissues. Gross anatomy can be mapped in two ways: systemic anatomy, which studies by organ systems, and another one is regional anatomy, which studies by spatial regions of the body. Other than that, they are SME types, in that surface anatomy is the study of external forms and landmarks. It uses surface features to gauge the position of deep structures and forms the non-invasive basis of daily clinical practice. Sometime we need to know precisely location of structures. We use directional references. Terms like superior, inferior, anterior, posterior, medial, lateral, proximal, and distal provide the language of location. These are helped to identify their location for medical identifications. The second major type is microscopic anatomy, delves into the microverse, with cytology is the study of the cell, and histology is the study of tissues and their organization. These are the building blocks of gross structures. Anatomy is not static. It can be modified to time for discussing that we study. Developmental anatomy is commonly seen in embryology, tracks structural changes from fertilization to maturity. Then comparative anatomy compares structures across species to understand evolution and function. In old times, where there is not much introduced medications and medical interventions, we use cadaver, often known as a corpse, is a dead human body. Cadavers are used by medical students, physicians, and other scientists to study anatomy, identify disease sites, determine causes of death, and provide tissue to repair a defect in a living human being. There has been a shift from the traditional scope of cadaveric anatomy, which is static and invasive, to the modern scope of living anatomy, which is dynamic, non-invasive, and real-time. As we live modern era, there is so much of medical interventions. Technological anatomy allows us to see the unseen without a scalpel. This includes radiographic visualization, sectional imaging like CT MRI, and internal visualization through endoscopy. Clinical and applied anatomy is essential for all medical professionals. It encompasses surgical, pathological, and radiological anatomy, requiring a thorough working knowledge to safely navigate the human body. Anatomy serves as the essential map clinicians use for patient care. It is an evolving field where structure determines what functions can take place. Thank you for watching this video. These are the references used to create this content, are provided here for further reading. If you like it, just let me know.